get baked.
This is where all the weather comes from.
You'd have to bend that up.
Yeah, that's the problem. I mean, I don't want to. That almost looks like drip edge. I'm not
I know, that's what I told him. Remember I said that looks like drip edge to me.
I think it is.
I think that is roofing drip edge.
I mean, it's not a bad application. It works. God, I almost hate to pull all that off though, but it is pretty bowed.
I don't know how you suck it back in without masonry.
I don't think you're going. Like I said, I think you're gonna. I think the board will crack in half before you even get it back.
If you
tight.
try, it'll split, yeah.
I think we almost should replace it.
Okay.
I really do. I mean,
Wow.
I know we're just adding cost to the job, but if you want to,
This, I can get two.
I don't want it wrapped because if it's wrapped like this, it's going to show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The-
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not going to look too good. So what do we have around the? Is there? I mean, obviously that's just covering up the rim joint. That's even. This is.
That's not nearly as bad.
No, but it's, I mean, it still has some waves to it, though, and that's going to. It's gonna, and here again, the width of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a foot.
We may get some of that because once it gets so wide, we really can't control it. Now, I sort of say this tongue in cheek because I'm not sure if Jonathan or the other siding guys, they make a tool that's called a brake buddy. It's just nylon wheels, and any metal that you put a design or a bend in, the metal gets stronger.
Yeah.
Okay, it holds its shape. I can ask the guys now. I don't know if they have one, but if they do, we could put a decorative crease in here right in the middle, and that would give it some strength, but I can't promise that to you. Okay, if they have one, I can have them do it. If not, then we'll bend this, and what we'll normally do is to try to stop the oil canning is we won't cram it up in there. We'll just get it up in there to where if you're standing where you are, you won't see a line there.
Okay.
And we'll bring it down and we'll bring it to this edge and we'll put very minimal trim nails just to hold it in place, okay?
Okay.
Because the more nails you put in it,
The more pan.
the more it's going to oil can because it holds it in place, and when the sun hits it, it wants to expand.
Yeah.
And it's got no room to expand, okay? But it will, it'll definitely fix that up and make it look good. That side over there, Bill, I think we need to replace all the 1-bys along the rim.
On this side?
Yeah, on that side.
You mean the freeze board?
Yes.
Yeah. Just that side.
Yeah, I think this side will actually. I think we can get some nails into this. There's a flow right in here. It's like. See, these nails are
Here,
working
Sean.
out.
Thank you. I need to make
We
some
can put
notes.
some.
I gotta price all this
Put
out.
some 2-inch screws into that and try to get that. At least if we get it pulled back a hair, and we use screws, there's no way it's going to back out. You know what I mean?
Okay. And Bill, you got my note about putting the gable vents.
Oh, the extra
in
gable.
all the
Yeah.
gables,
Yeah. I already put that on.
4
my-
total.
Yeah, and let's see, 1, 2
Owen does it,
over the garage.
And
the
I'm,
east
refresh
one.
my memory. What color were we wrapping?
I got it
The,
right here.
The freeboard was going to be
Royal brown.
Royal brown.
Okay. And royal
Yeah.
brown around the windows.
Okay, so let's
Pretty much all
let's
wrapped.
let's touch base on that real quick. Did you show him the royal brown? Don't think that's wrong. I'm just asking.
Yeah.
Because royal brown's more of a reddish color. That is a musket brown.
Okay.
So it's sort of like a dark chocolate.
Well,
is the musket brown.
I held the color sample up against the gutter, and they pretty well matched out.
Yeah, we came out and I'm usually pretty careful with colors. Don't make any big decisions while I'm.
All right, we will. We're changing everything. This kid cracks me up.
So this would be the same back here. The verticals would come down and the two horizontals would stay.
Yeah. I do see. Glad we're back here. So there is one little issue with the half round. So obviously it's metal. We can't bend it in a half round shape. So the 1x around the circle top, it's gonna have to be pieced.
Okay.
Okay, so for that size, I'm thinking it's probably gonna be maybe 3 or 4 pieces of metal. So there will be like your vertical lap right in the center of the top. There'll be one over here and one over there. So that'd be 1, 2, 3. Yeah, probably 3 pieces to do that circle top, okay?
And then the 1x will just kind of be trimmed so it's just a nice.
Yeah, the same circumference or whatever, yeah, so it keeps the same thickness all the way around. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. That 1x on the right side is a little different. That's weird. Okay.
Oh, before they kind of got the 1x's offset around the
Yeah.
window.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you, and I know why they did it, because they tried to keep the panels somewhat the same size. What I'd like to do, since we're losing all the straight up and down ones, except for around the window,
top that they're gonna have these 3 or 4
so like a piece that we take off up there,
there.
why don't we go ahead and trim it and make it the same width around the window? Does
Okay.
that sound good?
Yeah, that's fine.
That way it's all symmetrical.
You're gonna cut the round to make it the same thin.
The same thickness on the arch top, and I told them we were gonna have to piece that up top.
Right.
Because you can't bend the metal in one piece. But see how they have the small 1x on this side?
Yeah.
We'll take a piece from up there and rip it down and make it
Square it
the
up.
same. Yeah. Yep.
That's real good. We held that up against the gutter.
Yeah, we'll probably have to go to the far side of the garage to get this.
Yeah, I
Get the-
can
get the
see.
light.
Yeah, that's different than that's nasty. Okay.
But I understand there's going to be a little bit of a color variation from the sample to what's actually produced.
Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, there may be. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, see, there's a musket. Yeah, so see, there is a little bit of a. See the difference in the? I don't know.
The
I'm
royal's
doing
got
it
a little
tonight,
bit more
yeah.
of a red to it.
Okay, yeah, we'll just have to look at it in the sun on the other side.
Yeah, you're right. All right. Well, maybe that's why I'm getting eye surgery in December. Okay.
I'm not mad at this.
Yeah. All right. So, tucking. We wrapping this above here.
I don't think we're doing anything below the
Probably
soffit
have
line on the
to,
brick.
yeah, probably have to.
We'll
let
do
you-
that in the.
Probably have to let them do the window installs too while we're out.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, they may.
You getting the patio door changed too, or no?
No.
All right. We'll wrap that for you up there too. No,
I don't know if we can put that in there.
I said I'll take care of it for the customer. How's that?
Free patio door.
No, that's not what I said.
Right.
Okay.
Easy, I'm recording you.
Triangle here, wrapping here.
Okay, so the 1x up against the vertical one up against the brick will stay.
Yeah, I would honestly leave it because it's going to go with the rest of the house. You know what I mean?
We'll leave this one.
Yeah. And that one we can wrap. It's fine.
We're just gonna get that little triangle of siding.
Yeah, the little triangle, and then wrap all the. I would leave the one against the chimney,
Okay.
and you would have siding in that little triangle, and then all this brown.
It is
will
gonna be
wrapped.
pretty.
It will.
gonna
I'm
be
telling
really
you, it
pretty.
will. I wish I had pictures of
gonna
the
be
house
so
I did in
different.
Akron. It looked great.
I'm looking forward to
The customers were ecstatic when we were done. Okay, so
it. So I gotta measure
Yes.
all this rake fascia.
sure do.
It's under soffit rake fascia.
Yep.
And get a contractor
Remove,
in.
leave that one. Remove. Side and wrap. And then this one,
And these freeze boards are okay. I think.
Yeah, they do. I think it's just that
Yeah,
one
no,
because of
yeah,
the weather
it's
and
just
all
on the
that.
edge.
Take
Yeah.
a chisel right there if you had to.
It's on the west end where it's short.
Yeah, see this is fine here. Obviously we'll have to leave the wire right where it is, so we'll do a little bit of a
The phone wire?
yeah, actually.
Yeah, that's that Cat 5 for
Oh, is that Cat 5?
television, yeah.
Actually. Except for right here.
There's almost enough room. It's not bowed enough.
We might be able to let our bend come down another 1/4 inch and then return it and tuck that wire right underneath that.
What do you do with the staples? Pull them?
Take them away. Yeah, same with this right here. Now we got an issue there. So that one there, one might have to try to tuck in. I'm just a big fan of if we can hide the wires, it just makes the job look that much cleaner.
Okay, I'm not sure what that coaxial cable is for.
Might have been an old antenna maybe in the attic or
Yeah.
something.
I think that's what AT&T ran originally.
Oh, yeah.
And then,
Oh, they might have had a satellite up there.
for the television, and when they come back and did it a couple of years later, they went with the Cat 5.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because if you're sure that's dead, Richard, just cut it.
Yeah, that's the only thing I'm not sure of. But I know the Cat 5 runs into
I told him to cut it. I didn't tell you.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you want to take a look at it, why, I mean, before we come back, then if you wanted it eliminated, we could definitely do that.
I'll cut it.
We could probably, even if you find out that it's light, we can still bury it behind the siding when we put the.
Okay.
We might be able to. I don't know. We'll see.
I need a question. I got charges for wrapping fascia. If I tuck under, it's an additional upcharge per foot.
Well, now if you take off the aluminum foot.
So then it's cheaper to tuck under fascia than it is to wrap the whole fascia or tuck under gutter.
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
But you
I
have
was
to make sure
confused
your
by
numbers
that
are
on the
right.
pricing sheet.
You have to make sure you're well. There it is actually an added, an add-on.
Okay. Because
Because the guys have to
since
sort
we
of.
switched, you guys have a little different structure.
Yeah. So like the is that a dryer vent or is that just an exhaust vent there?
This is the
Kitchen.
jar event.
Okay, all right. So do you want that to match the color of the siding?
Yeah, you want it to blend in, right?
Yeah, if you've got something you can put up there to get it to match.
Well, no, I mean we have an actual dryer vent that's vinyl and everything, but I can get it in whatever color.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so we'll
Does
just
the
get
same.
that as the same color. Okay. And then all the gable vents are octagons and those are desert sands.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice and pretty integrated J.
Yeah, the only problem with that is our siding's a little tight in it. Because that's made
Well,
for,
the sample
it's
piece,
made
the
for
sample
hollow back.
piece I have is adjustable. Has little clips in
It
it.
is,
It goes outside
but
or
at the
inside.
very furthest out,
It's still a little
it's
tight.
still, oh yeah, it's still a little tight, but they still work. They look
Make
great.
it pretty.
Of course. All right.
Can't believe I found that so quick.
But so the only thing I really need to figure out is I know the freeze board's going to be dark brown.
Yeah, the royal
but
brown.
I just don't know about the board up under the soffit.
If you want that to be desert sand.
Yeah, if I want a desert sand or dark brown.
That's entirely up to you. All I know is that
I'll share with you this. We talked about the board against the chimney, leaving it.
Mhm.
If we leave it, do you want it to be desert sand also? Because if I leave it and wrap it, I think it's going to look funny if you come up and all of a sudden change colors at the 45.
I think. Well, you're not. So the only place you talk about is where the soffit is, right?
Yeah.
Because all your rake boards up there, and the freeze boards down here, you're gonna have the royal brown, right?
That's what I'm debating on now.
Okay.
'Cause I just don't want a big flat wall of siding. Just all one color. That's one of the reasons I'm putting the
Gable vents.
The gable vents all the way around, just to kind of break
to
up
break
the
it up.
flatness.
I see.
Even though you want them the same color as the siding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the idea we've been working with the brown up in the.
Yeah, I think
And the rakes
I think
next
it's
to the
really gonna
soffit.
make the siding pop. To be honest with
Okay.
you,
The
I
same
mean,
cost, but I think Rick's right. It's gonna, it's gonna keep a little bit of the leftover Tudor influence in the architecture, but it's gonna make the siding pop even more.
It will too. It really will.
Okay, so all the one by that's remaining will be
The royal brown.
royal brown, including around the windows.
Yeah, around the windows and where your gutter edges are, your freeze board. It's sort of like doing. This is the best way I know how to explain it. So like on the front, around the windows, you're accenting the siding and the window opening with the picture frame around it.
Okay.
You're doing the same thing, but it's just a gable end. You're doing a picture frame around the gable with the dark brown, and then you have your siding in the middle.
And Bill, can you do that in your software that you use?
I don't know. That's an interesting question. How much time do you have?
Today or before you get
Today.
started?
Well, I can measure it all. I don't know if I can.
No,
I can make it show.
I've got all day.
I don't know if I can make it show, but I'll try.
I'm sure there's got to be something.
Hover has its limitations.
Well, no, I'm just talking on the internet. Period. I'm sure
Oh.
there's got to be something that you could pull up a Tudor and.
Well, yeah, we'll play with it.
I'm sure there's. I'm surprised there's not a house around here
There's
that has something like
there's
that.
one down the street that's kind of
similar.
colored. But it's either at the end of the street or the first two houses as you go around the curve.
And see, down at the end on his front gable, he's got the same thing we're talking about, the framed triangle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a gorgeous look.
Yeah, I just don't want the flatness of all one color.
Yeah, and plus you're going to have a little bit of physical changes, in the not just the textures but also the profiles.
Yeah, but I think that desert sand is going to be fairly close to the color of the soffit.
Yes, it is, and the garage doors. Remember we did that. All right, I'm stopping recording.